Okay, that was the exact opposite of what I actually needed. Let's try this again. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and we lose the ball. Well, how do we do this? Is it because it hits the wrong surface? I think it is. So what if I like rotate this much faster? Man, that is so trippy. Alright, we're gonna get past. Come on, slide this across. We're gonna get ourselves into the middle, which is probably best if we do this. Not really sure where I want the alternate gravity, to be honest. Okay, so now I'm white, and the alternate gravity is going straight down. Well, not straight down. It's going diagonally down. Do I want to flip the alternate gravity around the other way? Is that what I want? So if I'm here, and I change it to there, like that, and then walk out. Now I need to get out of here. I just lost the ball. Okay, I just lost the ball. Alright, well that loses the ball for me, so what if I come... Hold on. What was that? What if I come the other way? Trap the ball in there like... No, don't, what are you doing? What are you doing? Keep walking. Trap the ball in there like that. And then I fall onto the platform. Is that what I wanted? I'm not sure. Is that what I wanted? Kind of. And then I come here. And I come here. And now I flip around, and now I'm grey on the outside, which means that I can do this. Except I would lose the ball if I do this. I would lose the grey ball if I do this. Because of that. Nuts. Nuts. Maybe I should... How should I do this? How do I do this? Maybe, can I like move that ball somewhere else? Can I move that ball to the other side with the white ball? If I can move no, because it slides across like that. Well, I can get the ball, I can get the white ball on this side. Does that help? Not really, does it? Let me go back. I think it's clearly the alternate gravity shouldn't be there. So let me go all the way back to when I was messing with the alternate gravity. all the way back, come all the way back, come all the way back, there, there. The alternate gravity needs to be what if the alternate gravity is aligned with the white? So now, if I do that, get myself there, get myself there, flip myself around, no, I'm gonna lose the ball like this. Let me just double check if I lose the ball like this. So if I go as fast as I can around here, yeah, I lose the ball. Alright, so we don't want the alternate gravity to match the white. What happens if we have the alternate gravity match the gray? What if we're here and we have the alternate gravity match the gray instead? Like that. Actually, that's matching the white. I had him. Never mind. Now it's matching the white. It was matching the gray before. I'm just confusing myself. Alright, okay, it's matching me. Don't kill myself. Don't kill myself. Never mind, I killed myself. What if it's kinda matching the white, but offset? What if it's like this? Is that the wrong way? Maybe that's the wrong way. Let me just keep going. So now it's being pushed that way, and if I come down here, okay, that's the wrong way. I want the other way actually. Change my mind. What I really want is to have it the other way. 45 degrees there. Okay, now if I come this way and do the same thing as before, that ball should be stuck in that corner, just like that, just like that, and then not kill me. And then now what I want to do is be gray on the outside, and now I walk back the other way. Okay, we got it, guys. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Not only did we get it, we have both sides pretty much lined up. Let's see. If I do that, and we're out. Done. Done. So, see, that's a good puzzle. That's a really good puzzle. I mean, I don't know if it was interesting for you guys, but you know, there's a number of steps that you have to take, and you do have to learn the puzzle and understand the puzzle. And you know, because the spinning around is kind of confusing, you do have, I mean, you don't have to if you're smarter than me. Maybe if you're smarter than me, then you don't have to do trial and error. But you know, I couldn't quite visualize the different angles interacting with each other. So near the end there, you see me kind of testing, what do we want it lined up with the white gravity or the gray gravity, or do we want it like 45 degrees this way or 45 degrees the other way? And so I kind of tried it out. I got it wrong a few times. So it's like, so I tried it one way, and then I realized, okay, this is actually the wrong angle. So I turned it the other way instead, and then we solved it. So that's a great puzzle. That one was a really great puzzle, and I feel good about it. I feel good about this. So that kind of sucks because there's like a few, maybe like one, or maybe like two or three just really meh puzzles in the middle there, and that's a real shame. Like if they cut out that particular one somehow, this would be much better. Maybe they didn't do enough testing. Maybe they didn't kind of show this to enough people and have enough people try it. Because you can rate each puzzle. If I had to rate each individual puzzle as to how much I enjoyed them, one of them would get a 0. The one where I almost quit the game, I would have given that a 0. And maybe you just need to cut those out. And I guess every game has those. Every creative thing you make has those. I guess when you make a game, you design a level, and then when you play it, you realize it sucks, and then you just have to cut it out, or just kind of change it and make it different. Because when you first design a level, you don't always know. I guess what's a good example? Maybe like Counter-Strike is an interesting example because Counter-Strike is one of these really competitive team esports, and so like a good map, the difference between a good map and a bad map is so big. I guess StarCraft as well. Like, a bad map is just unbalanced. Maybe it favors a particular race too much because you have, like in StarCraft, you have 3 races, and then in Counter-Strike you have kind of 2 teams. One is defending, one is attacking. Like you have terrorists trying to bomb people, and the counter-terrorists trying to defuse the bomb. So the difference between attacking and defending in Counter-Strike, or the difference between the 3 races in StarCraft, means that they respond to the map differently. They use the map differently. And so if you design a map badly, although you can't really tell, but you can design a map that really favors defense. For example, if you're playing Counter-Strike, you have one that is really good for defense, and then the terrorists can't do anything. Or if you make a map where you can't defend your objectives, then the terrorists can just run all over the counter-terrorists. So the very, very kind of detailed, specific things about the maps have to be very carefully considered to make it a good map, to be kind of balanced and fun to play on both sides. This is a major tangent. It's got nothing to do with puzzle games. But what I'm trying to say is, when you first design a map, you can't be 100% sure whether it'll be good or not, because you have some ideas in your mind when maybe the players will do this, maybe the players will do that. But until you put it out there and let some really experienced players play the map for a few months, then they would find their strategies for that map, and then you understand how the map interacts with the players. And then you figure out whether it's good or not. And so Counter-Strike, throughout the history of Counter-Strike, there's been quite a few maps. But you watch people playing Counter-Strike, they go back to Dust 2 a lot, because Dust 2 is a good map, right? And so you get, and some other maps people just don't play because it's just not a good map. What are the good maps? I guess like nobody plays Office, but I guess that's a hostage one. So Dust 2. What are the other ones? The one with the banana and the fountain. What's it called? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, like, people end up playing certain maps more than others because those are the best maps, and you only know that when you get people to play your map. And the same with puzzles. Like, some puzzles are better than others. Some puzzles feel better than others. Some puzzles are more rewarding than others, and they're more fun than others. And the only way you know is if you kind of just let a lot of people play it, and they have to be honest. You have to get them to be honest, and you say, okay, which ones just don't work? If you have to cut out 3 puzzles from this game, which 3 would you just cut with no mercy? And those ones you just have to either take them out, or your game's gonna suck because you have this terrible map in there, or this terrible puzzle in there. And that's how I feel about that particular that spiral thing. That's really how I feel. Like I was kind of playing through the puzzle. I mean, it was pretty easy. The first half of the game is easy. The middle half is a decent, difficulty level. But the easy stuff, like I just plowed through them without any trouble because you know, they kind of, one, they're too easy, but they weren't annoying. They may be easy, but they're not annoying because you just kind of get through them quickly. That spiral one was just not interesting because you know what you need to do. You just need to swing the ball around, playing with the gravity and the physics to swing it out. But it's just not fun. There's no fun in it because like it's so fitting. And some of the other ones too, where you kind of just have to stand right carefully right at the edge and then quickly spin the map around and land on the other side. And if you're just a few pixels off, you'll fall off the map. Stuff like that. It's like, no, just cut it out, cut it out. But that's not the point of a puzzle. The point of the puzzle is not finding that puzzle, but not finding that pixel to stand on and then spinning the map so you land just right. That's not the point of the puzzle game. The point of the puzzle game is this kind of spinning gravity mechanic, not hunting for pixels to stand on. And like, you know, abusing the buttons, abusing the geometry of the buttons because the button has a little lip on it, so you can kind of lodge yourself on the lip while you slide other things around. Things like that. It's like, really, did you design the button to be a ledge to stand on, or did you just design the button to be a button? You know, if I feel like if you have a mechanic where you stand on a little ledge so you can stay still while you slide other things around, then make a little ledge to stand on. Don't use the button for it because the button should be just a button. It's like when you have this thing, but it's got this side effect, and then you try to turn the side effect into a game mechanic. It's like, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. If you like that side effect, then make a new mechanic that is the side effect and get rid of that side effect for the original mechanic. Don't mix them up. Don't mix up two mechanics together like that because it makes your game feel amateurish, right? It's like you're exploiting your own game mechanics to make a puzzle. Don't do that. Just make a different mechanic. Just separate them so that it's clear. All right, let me just keep going because we haven't crossed the bridge yet. The cube birthed from my burdened soul. Its incessant undulation is maddening. It defaces our world and keeps me hostage to what was once beautiful. Will I see him again across the bridge? What? Again, this story. If we have to cut something, cut this story. This story is utterly terrible. Why would the cube? Why is it birthed from your burdened soul? Why is your soul burdened? What is burdening your soul? It's incessant undulation maddening. What is maddening about the cube? It defaces our world and keeps me hostage. In what way does it deface the world? How does it keep you hostage? What is this beautiful thing you were talking about? Who is him? And what is the bridge? Like, you're just saying things, but nothing is ever explained. So it's just, you just put random words together and it comes to the same thing. I might as well say butterflies floating to flowers, a cat scampering across the snow, the sun shines. I might as well just say random things because if you don't explain what you're saying, it's the effect of it is just as though you just say random things. And you just like, what are you talking about? And you never explain yourself. That's not a story. That's not a story. It's just saying random things. I can do that. Alright, we're back here. Alright, we're crossing the bridge again. Oh great, even this is a puzzle. Let me just no, what do you do? This needs to be the opposite of me, so that when I'm here, I just slide across. Alright, good. There's the bridge again. What is the bridge? What does it mean? I don't know. There's no text this time. Only everything. Just look, just find a dictionary, find 2 random words and jam them together. That's pretty much it. There were 2 people there. Were they his parents? Anyway, they got smashed, they're dead now. It's the same. Finishing the mirrored world is the same as finishing the original. Nothing new. You don't learn anything new. There's no development in the story. The story doesn't actually tell you any more than before. And then we do this again. This is like the 4th time we've done this now. And oh, it's color. Okay, it's something new. Something new. Which way do we run? The birds go that way. I'm just gonna follow the birds. I think the game wants me to go left. Yeah, the game wants me to go left. Or does it? Maybe it doesn't. I can still tilt the world. I can tilt the world crazy. Alright, the game wants me to go left. How do you know? How do you know which way the game wants you to go? I don't know. Alright, there's color now. Do we find him? Do we find our parents? Were we abandoned as a child? Am I actually a werewolf? Oh, the house is burned down. Fascinating. And the cube is there. Why? Why is the cube floating in the air like that? What? Things just happen. I'm sure there's a story. I'm sure in the mind of the game developer, there's actually a story. But nobody except him knows what that is. It's not like, it's not like some films, for example, have really convoluted and difficult to understand stories, like Inception. Inception is tricky. Let's just say that. It's a tricky story. But people have analyzed it. People have analyzed, like some people have spent the time to analyze it scene by scene. And there is an actual story there, even though when most people watch it, they don't actually understand the real story. If you analyze it scene by scene, you figure out what's going on in the end. You figure out, like what's real and what's not. Well, actually, everything is not real. There's nothing real in that story. Like everything is Inception. But what I'm trying to say is like, it's not that there's no, even though it's completely cryptic and impossible to understand, there is an actual story there. Whereas here, I don't think there's an actual story. Or if there is, I don't know what they want to say. I missed the. Although there is an achievement for. There is an achievement for just flying around and not landing on the ground. Let me see if I can do that. So what I need to do is actually fall this way a little bit, and then spin. And then I believe I can just fall forever. Well, it's kind of not letting me fall forever. It's trying not to let me fall forever. But I'm gonna fall forever, and the airport's gonna fall forever with me. There's an achievement for this, by the way. Oh, there you go, plummeter. I got it. It's like, this must be. I can't imagine anyone would intend for this to happen, right? Like the apple is falling forever with me. This can't be intended. So this must be like an unintended side effect of the way they have this gravity thing. But once they found it, they decided to make an achievement out of it. Instead of, I don't know, making it slightly make more sense, they just left it as it is and made an achievement out of it. See, that's the kind of attitude that gives you really messed up games. Maybe if you're indie, maybe if you're just experimenting, you can do this. You shouldn't do this for anything you sell, because it's like you throw stuff together and things don't turn out the way you planned. Instead of trying to make it work, you just leave it wacky and then turn it into a feature. That's not how... I mean, I'm not saying that you can't discover new things and make features out of them. What I'm trying to say is, if you want to make it a feature, you need to make it a feature, right? As I was saying before, if you were using the button and you found out that the button has a lip on it and therefore you can stand on the lip and slide other things around while you stay still, you need to turn that into a feature. You can't just put that in the game and use it. You have to make a feature. If you want it, you have to make the lip. Because otherwise you're exploiting your own mistakes and calling them features. That's... People do that as a joke. People don't actually do that for real. If you want it to be a feature, you have to reconsider it and redesign it and make it into a feature. Alright, let me just land on the ground. Eventually. I think I broke the game. I think I have broke the game. I knew it. The game doesn't explain anything. I knew the story would end like there'd be no end to the story. I knew it. Hey, Ty Taylor, it's decent. You guys, it's a decent game, but you need to be more disciplined. Seriously, you need to be more disciplined about this game development business. And you guys, the testing and feedback, you guys did not do a good enough job. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's made by like 4 guys, but you need to be more disciplined about this. Like you can't find a bug and just say that's a feature. You actually have to turn it into a feature. You have to make a feature out of what you just discovered. You have to actually make something out of it. You can't just use it. It's decent. It's decent. I'd say it's 80% decent. Maybe it's 40% good. But there's 20% of crap. There's 20% bullshit. Which is a real shame. Which is a real shame because there is a bit of good in there. It's just I don't know, there's a little bit of crap in there as well. Alright, I guess I'll stop talking. Should you buy it and play it? I mean, you should probably support the indies, I guess. I mean, if you want to support the indies, then sure, buy it. I would say, like, if you've played Portal, and you've played Braid, and you've played Antichamber, and you've played the Talos Principle, and you've played Limbo, then play this. Alright, I'm done. I'll see you guys in future games, I guess. It's just, I mean, yeah, maybe if you keep listening to me, it sounds like I'm quite negative on this. I'm really only pointing out the negatives. I understand that. So it's probably not as bad as I make it sound, but there are some serious problems with the way they approached the game design. Alright, I'll see you guys.